Welcome back to the AI Ripple Effect podcast, everybody. Today we're joined by Jeffrey Jaeger, who's the Chief Strategy Officer at CargoShot. Welcome to the podcast, Jeff.
Thanks for having me.
Pleasure. Why don't we start by you telling us a little bit about yourself and what CargoShot does and who you typically serve from a customer perspective?
Sure. So a little bit about myself. Grew up in Western New York, went to school at Ohio State University. After graduation there, I went in the Marine Corps as an officer, combat tour in the Middle East. And my degree at Ohio State was transportation and logistics. After I left the Marine Corps, I got into that field. While I was in that field, I did logistics work and supply chain work for a large dairy manufacturer. Then I went into the 3PL world. And while I was in the 3PL world, one of the unique problems I had was fines and penalties from big box retailers for shipping of freight. They have vendor guides, and inside these vendor guides, they have the whole host of things that you have to do to comply to ship product into their facilities. And if you don't comply, they give you fines and penalties. And I knew that we were having a financial issue with that, and I wanted to fix it, but I also didn't think I was quite as bad as what I was paying for. So phone calls, emails, none of that worked. I started taking photographs of product with digital cameras. Then I found that I got some relief on those fines and penalties. The problem with it is we'd take a photo, we'd have to take the card out, we'd have to name the file, go find the file, find the photos of that loads. It wasn't scalable across my business. And that's where CargoShot came from. We designed a way to take photographs, tie that to all the important data, whether that's the carrier, the trailer number, the bill of lading, and all these type of things. Then it's easily scalable across businesses. It's a SaaS product with PWA on the mobile app side. That's continued to grow. We've been able to help people fight these fines and penalties, but we can also use it as a training tool to train people in the warehouse what right looks like, and if they have a problem and those type of things. Since then, we've expanded our product line to include a workflow product that we're calling Cargo Flow. We have another product called Cargo Tracker that uses QR codes to track product anywhere in the world. We also have an AI under development right now. That AI, which is pertinent to your world, looks at the photographs and determines whether or not the product is in compliance with the vendor guide. So is the pallet too tall? Is it shipped on the wrong color pallet? For instance, a big box retailer may say, you can't ship me anything that's higher than 70 inches and it has to be on a blue check pallet. When you take that photo, the AI looks at it and by customer determines whether or not it's compliant. If it is, it passes through. And if it's not, it gives you an icon that tells you too tall, wrong color, which is the 2 dimensions we're starting with. But we have several others that we're going to bring in once we get these 2 figured out. If you don't fix it before you ship the product, then it will send an email to whoever in your management team saying order number 12345 has a problem. Now you have 2 abilities to fix that issue before you ship it to avoid those fines and penalties and ensure compliance. The other thing it does too, if you do your job, you can prove that you did it.
Yep.
If there's a claim, you can fight those claims with photos and all the data that we support. In short, that's what we do. We're also looking at AI agents right now to bring that into the mix.
Thanks. And yourself and also your customers, what are you seeing as the biggest trends in the market at the moment?
Well, there's a lot of theft going on in the United States of cargo, and that's on the upswing. The interesting part is it's highly regionalized. A lot of it's California and Illinois. That's one thing. Certainly AI is creeping in to all the software packages that people are using. A lot of people are using the generative piece, but we're really not interested in that. We're interested in more decision-making models, which is why we're interested in the AI agents. And then also the photo analysis. We can detect issues and allow people to solve them before they create a problem.
Interesting. And what have been your biggest challenges over, say, the last 12 months in scaling your business?
Actually, customer acquisition has been the biggest one, getting our name out there. We're a bootstrap company. At the moment, we don't have VC backing. We're wrapping it out every day. We have found a couple of competitors along the way that were there that we didn't know about when we started, but that's fine. It proves that our model is needed, but we're also doing some really unique things that they're not, which i.e. the AI pieces.
And if you imagine you had a time machine and if you could go back 12 months, I know it's a long time in AI context, what would you do differently?
As far as the AI goes?
Generally in facing some of those challenges you talked about.
It would be great to get a dedicated salesperson and take that money to, go out there and hunt every day. It's That's been the challenge for us, is getting our name out there and doing it. Everyone will take a lot of money from you if you're willing to spend it. But, when you're bootstrapped and you're working on your own, you have to pick and choose how you spend your money and try to get the biggest bang for your bucks. Funding would be great because it would allow us to do more things quicker, but
Sure.
it's working out.
Your plans for the next 12 months, is it mostly around those new super cool AI tools you're talking about?
We've launched Cargo Flow and Cargo Tracker. We want to get that word out there, and we'll work alpha testing on the AI, and then looking at the agents and how AI agents can help us.
Awesome. For everybody listening out there who wants to look up CargoShot, where can they go and how can they find out more about you?
Sure, they can go to cargoshot.com, or there's a form in there they can fill out to contact us, and we can get back to them.
Awesome. Thanks, Jeff. I'll make sure that we include those links in the description of this podcast. Thank you to everybody for joining today, and we will see you in the next episode. Thanks, Jeff.
Thank you, Adrian.